those swampers sitting there can only mean one thing. That's right. The FJ is back. And it's here to have the suspension finished up and a few other things. Let's start right here at the back end. The back end, it's had its springs flipped, the wheelbase is now stretched, and I'm going to do a big triangulated traction bar in there to control spring wrap. It's also going to get ties between the frame and the bottom of the roll cage where it goes to the fiberglass body, so the roll cage isn't just mounted to a fiberglass body. We just flipped the front axle forward 3 inches, measured for a drive shaft, and now we're waiting for a new Tom Woods drive shaft with a long slip yoke that Jesse's ordered. Bringing it forward has fixed our suspension. Some of our suspension and our steering alignment issues is much better now. And all I have to do to make this work is relocate the shock mount, the lower shock mount, to the back of the axle. Shock can stay right in place. This was really super easy. So all that took was to flip the springs around the other way. Since we already shackle reversed this thing, now it puts the military wraps on the second spring in the right place and makes it much safer. I've got this fuel system all torn apart because I just went and got a whole bunch of fittings and line to do a new fuel delivery system to hook up to the in-tank pump that Jesse installed. What else? Oh yeah, the alternator's off of it because I'm working on a bracket adapter to put a Chevrolet alternator on it, and also we're going to get rid of that fuel pump on the, I don't know if you can see that, it's fuel pump still on the motor. We're getting rid of that because we don't use it anymore. I'm going to clean up the wiring a little bit, clean up the hoses for the air locker, might put a tank in there and a pressure switch so that he's got onboard air from that compressor. That would be slick. What else? Yeah, and here the interior's all torn apart because we're doing the fuel lines. And then we've got some other little trinkets that may happen as a little... Oh, we're also going to do some traction control for the front, and what I think we're going to do is a triangulated mount up off of the spring plate and a set of link bars that go to heim joints or urethane bushings at both ends to control it. So that's where we're at with this thing. I got a lot of work to do. I'm right dug into the middle of it right now. And I'm about to fire up the plasma cutter and this new welder that I got. So there's going to be some videos to come here. I know it's been a while. I've been very busy with other things. I've got a couple of very big announcements that affect everything about the channel and my life. And so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, folks. Here we go.